Hey, what's up guys? This is Maintain here, and I'm going to be doing a new StarCraft 2 series, and it's going to be for those Zerg players who are stuck in the high silver to gold levels and who want to move up, at least to diamond. And I'm basically starting at the 2 wins into the Gold League, and I'm going to be grinding up to Diamond League and casting along the way. So hopefully you Zerg players out there who are stuck at those levels will be able to follow along and get some helpful insight and see what I do and try and kind of take some helpful advice. I'm not saying I'm the best player by any means, but I definitely think that I can help those players by giving a little bit of advice, a little bit of coaching, and you know, just enjoy the vids and hopefully get something out of them. I'm actually spawning in the 12 o'clock position as Zomagod WTF Pwned, and that's my old WoW guild. On my main account, which is in the Diamond League, I play as Maintain, and this is just kind of my fun account that I use primarily to play other races, but as it's in the gold, I decided that this would be a fun series to start. So I'm starting in the gold, and I'm going to grind the way up to diamond. So I'm going to be playing against Xdroid X, who is constantly complaining here throughout the entire game about, I guess he's doing a pretty on a pretty heavy loss streak. So you know, too bad for Jord. But he's going to be playing as a toss player, and he's spawning down in the 6 o'clock position. So that being said, I hope you guys you know, definitely thumbs up if you like, comment below, and let me know what you thought, what you'd like to see more of in the games, you know, so here we go. I'm going to be doing a fast expand. We're spawning on Shattered Temple here, so I think it's a pretty safe place to get that early expansion. And also, I already had a scout out. I know he's going to be down in the bottom left, which is by far the closest position, which can give a fast expand a little bit of trouble. So once I know he's not there, and even on this map, I think it's a pretty safe place to throw down that expansion. I think you should base your whether or not you're going to fast expand or go for a 14 pool, 14 gas on the map and on spawn locations, and also on the opponent's race. So I know he's a toss player. I already spawned with checked my overlord here, and I checked with my probe here. So I know he's down in the bottom left. I like to send my second overlord over in about this area, so I can do a bit of a scan for 4 gates, or see what he's doing over there. And then also for this overlord, I generally like to send it down in this area. I think I accidentally sent it over into the middle here, so that's a bit of a mistake there. But if you send it down to right about here, you can see if they have their natural up. So get my natural up. I already have the spawning pool coming down. I have a drone over here in Jord's base. He is actually getting he's going to be getting a second zealot here, so that's actually kind of a mistake from him. You should always get a stalker if you're a toss, or a sentry to try and kill this probe. He just lets my probe scout out the entire time. So transferring some probes down here, and so what I'm just going to try and do in these vids is, you know, give an analysis of what I did good and what you might be able to take away from it, and also what I did bad and what I can improve on. Because I definitely am rusty, and I haven't played these new maps or at least most of these new maps very much. So I definitely am a little bit rusty, and I definitely made some big mistakes in this game. So we'll see how it plays out. I think it should be an interesting match. You see he has a proxy pollen going down, which is always a clear indicator of a 4 gate. And as you can see, I still have my drone alive here in his base as well. So he's got that going down. I'm getting on my queens. As you can see, my queen has 1920 gas right now. So it is already behind on the lava spawn. If you are going to defend against a 4 gate, especially in the above the gold league, you need to have pretty much 0 energy on your queens at all times. It is going to be almost impossible to defend if you don't have those additional larvae. This queen is also slow to get out, and I also have a little too much Vespene here as well. So I have two harvesters on the Vespene. I think that's actually good right now because I do know that he has a 4 gate going down. As you can see, my drone is still alive here. I like to send a Zergling down because I know when he's going to be moving out. As you can see here, that Zergling is definitely going to be able to scout him when he moves out. Unfortunately for me, there is this proxy pylon. I have these Zerglings right here, and they definitely should have been used to scout around in this area. So now here we go. He's gonna start picking off my mineral line with these stalkers, and I'm pumping out roaches right now, and I'm also gonna my larva, as you can see. I keep my hatcheries on 5, and I have 0 larvae. So it's not a good situation to be in, and I do manage to pull some drones back, and I kind of managed to subdue his stalkers for now. And I'm continuing to pump Zerglings and roaches. He's sentry heavy, so I do pump some more Zerglings, and as you can see, he's bringing some more zealots up from the bottom. I do throw in that one Zergling here, but as you can see, it's not much. So here we go. What Jord really does and makes a mistake here is he pulls these 2 zealots back, and he lets me kill his pylon. That pretty much ends the 4-gate, and that's a huge mistake for him. I would have had a very difficult time defending that if I didn't get that pylon down. You basically have to go for the pylon, and right there, Jord not too thrilled about it, and he does say GG. So that's about it. Unfortunately, for him, he did pull his 2 zealots back, which I think essentially cost him the game. Right now I'm pumping drones because I definitely am actually pretty low in the drone count for this point in the game. And as you can see, he's actually trying to throw down a notch right now, so it's definitely actually not, he's actually not that far behind, because I did make the mistake of letting that proxy pylon go up, and actually prevented my some drones from being produced, and also killed off a number of them as well. So it's definitely not a GG by any means, even though he does seem to be super frustrated. So I'm actually pushing out with a small force here and see if I can try and do some damage. And as you can see here, he does actually sacrifice the natural here and cancels that. So that's actually huge. If he had gotten that natural down, then I think it would have been a way different story. He has a Twilight Council going down, and from my player cam, you can see I actually did not see that Twilight Council. But when someone is actually turtling in their base like this, you can kind of think one of 2 things. They're probably going for they're going to go for some sort of 1-base push again, and basically right now, as you can see, I'm actually pumping out some drones to try and catch up, because I know it's going to be a little bit of a delay before he is able to bring up enough forces, because he knows I have a few forces here, and so I do decide to send a Zergling down. I actually do see him moving out again, though, and as you can see, right in his base, he has the Dark Shrine going up. So we're going to see some DTs coming out, and luckily for me, I already have 2 Overseers up, and really only need 1 here. That's another mistake that I made, is you really do only need to have 1 Overseer. I think that was probably a misclick there, but I did throw one up just in case, and luckily I did, because he does actually have some DTs on the way. Alright, so he's going to make another push here, and I'm kind of bringing my forces back. I know he's coming, and right now I should actually, as you can see, I'm pumping a lot of Zerglings. I now already have a pretty good roach force, so I can hold off these zealots. And I know he has a lot of stalkers out, so I'm pumping a lot of a lot of Zerglings, excuse me. And I also have a Hydralisk den going up, so I'm going to start getting out some Hydras. Alright, and so I do send another Zergling to see what's going on here. I can see him, he's got the pylon up, and so I know there's an attack's definitely on its way. And I'm just kind of producing more units. I have some Hydras coming out, and right here you just want to be producing only units. You know he's only on 1 base, so you know you're ahead in economy. You just need to pump units. There's no point in pumping drones. You know that you're ahead in economy. All you need to do is pump army forces, and by doing that, you're going to be able to try and hold off this attack as best as possible. As you can see here, the DTs definitely would have given me a hard time if I didn't have these Overseers up. So it's always good to get 1 Overseer out when somebody's turtling on 1 base like this. Another thing I could have done is I could have sent an Overlord out to scout, and then I would have given you a more clear picture. Because if he had done something like 1 base Colossus or something like that, it could have given me a real problem. And since I didn't scout that Twilight Council, he could have gotten a Robo Bay up. So there's the GG from Jord. Unfortunately for him, he let that proxy pylon go down. I think that if he had let those zealots come back over and kill my Zerglings, Yeah, I definitely think I would have had trouble in this game. And so, anyways, guys, hope you liked the cast. I'm going to be doing some more and continuing to play some more games at the gold level. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you want to see more of. And I hope you guys can get something out of the series. I think it's going to be a fun series, and hopefully, for some people stuck at gold level, I think that you will be able to kind of work your way out of the level. So you can see my APM is up around 140 right here, and his is around 57. Definitely higher than most gold players. So I think that it's going to be a little tilted in the way of in my favor at the start, because I think a little bit highly skilled for playing at the gold level. But like you saw here, I definitely can make some mistakes. So it's always good to fine tune your game, and as we continue the series, I will continue to try and give some advice. So definitely make sure you scout for the pylons, is what you can get out of this game, and also scouting with our overlords. If they're only on one base, you need to know what's going on. And another thing I could have done is sent some Zerglings out around the map to make sure he doesn't have kind of like a different base going up in some other location. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maintain, signing off.